Okay. I am in Parkersburg, West Virginia with the welcoming party. Welcome, guys. Could you introduce yourselves?
I'm Judd. I play drums.
My name's Chris, and I play bass.
David. I do vocals.
Yeah, I'm Adam, and I play, guitar.
Giddy fiddle.
Giddy fiddle.
Giddy fiddle.
All right. Well, let's get right into it. You guys are a relatively new band based out of Athens. Could you tell us a little bit about how you guys came together?
Well, Judd met Dave and I. Dave.
No, they just tell it chronologically.
Okay. Chronologically.
I came to work at Steak and Shake, alright? I met this fucker. So, we talked about, we had similar music interests, and he wanted to get a band together with this guy Adam, who he knew from, through a friend before. And, I told him I did vocals, and I've been in a couple of bands before. And, we talk about it at work and shit, and talk about our music. And, we went to, he had a party at a cabin. And, we had Jaeger there, and he pours, we pour the first glass of Jaeger, and we go to toast, and he goes, dude, so I've been thinking about a name for that band. And he's like, it's like the welcoming part. Like, that's the welcoming part, that's sick as fuck. We cheered to it, and then there it really started.
I was in bed an hour later.
Yes, it was.
Beautiful.
Oh, man.
Wonderful.
So, I personally don't know too much about hardcore music.
Wait, we forgot to add me and Adam to that story.
Oh! How did you guys come together?
Adam was a friend of mine that I met through a mutual friend my junior year of high school, and this mutual friend, Bryce, went to middle school with me, and he transferred down to Parkersburg for high school, and we never lost contact. I'd hang out with him on occasion. One occasion, I met Adam, and we've been super tight ever since. And now, with Judd, he and Dave met through cigarettes.
And pot.
And pot. And, he's like, you drum, join this band. He's like, okay.
I just happened to bring up in conversation, basically, that I took lessons once when I was in, 8th grade. And they were like, all right, let's jam. And I was kind of like, okay. All right. So, yeah.
Okay, now we can move on. So I don't know too much about hardcore music. You guys consider yourself emotional progcore. Could you enlighten us on what that means?
I have no idea, personally. No idea.
Emotional progcore.
Well, we started out calling ourselves emotional hardcore.
Yeah.
But then the more shit Adam wrote, the more we realized we're
really
progressive as fuck.
Really sad.
Really
and
sad,
angry,
intense,
and
tolling
intense,
music.
noisy music, but the prog side of it, there's a lot of variety. There's a lot of different kinds of
chord shapes, time
styles
signatures
that we add into it here and there, and it works really well. So Chris came up with emotional progcore, and it stuck pretty well. So
right on.
Yeah.
So how about we talk about some influences, both collectively and personal? Let's go in this order.
My biggest influence is my best friend back home, Topher Lutz. Look him up on Facebook. He's really good.
My biggest influences for playing bass are actually Geddy Lee from Rush and Paul Simonon from The Clash.
That's a good one.
And lyrically, since I write a lot of lyrics for the welcoming party, my biggest lyrical influences are Jesse Lacey, who isn't brand new, and also La Dispute and actually Chiodos. I also really like old poetic stuff like Nordic myths or Broadway musicals and shit like that. So just pull it all in.
Right on.
I like musicals.
Oh, I love musicals. As a vocalist, I take a lot of influence from Randy Blythe, Lamb of God.
Can you put this in the Ask You?
Yeah, dog.
Thank you.
Randy Blythe from Lamb of God, Keith Buckley from Every Time I Die, Phil Bozeman from Whitechapel, and a little bit of Chino Moreno from Deftones.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
And R. Kelly.
And R. Kelly.
Yeah.
R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Sarah makes their wishes. Fresh out the kitchen.
A lot of my guitar influence over the years came a lot from Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin was a big one. I started with blues a lot, so Stevie Ray, B.B. King, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
But as for this band, a lot of my influence comes from probably two different bands mainly, and that's definitely Converge and Mastodon a lot. So those are two really big influences of mine, especially for this stuff, with the prog and the really noisy loud heaviness. So it's
Collectively.
and then the pretty stuff. Where's the pretty stuff come from? I don't know.
Like American
Portugal the
football.
Man.
American
shit.
football.
Portugal,
Yeah.
man, I guess.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
a
like
little
Portugal the Man a lot.
Yeah.
But
Collectively, probably
Like glass
Rush.
jaw.
Glass
And we all like
jaw.
Rush.
we
yeah.
sound like
We
a
all
mix
love Rush,
of
yeah.
Converge.
Converge, Glassjaw, and like
Dillinger Skate Plan.
Dillinger
Dispute.
with like some brand new in there.
A little brand new, a little bit of dispute. Yeah.
It's a weird.
A little bit
mix.
of the feeder.
It works.
Yeah.
Though. It works for sure.
Right on. Well, we just got done with a rehearsal here in the rehearsal space. Would you like to say anything about how your typical rehearsals go?
Well, our drum kit's a piece of shit. And
We're really broke.
it's always really loud. It's always really, really loud. Because we think it sounds better when it's loud.
Our
Naturally
music
has to
sounds
be
better
loud.
when it's loud.
It does.
Yeah,
it
well,
has
it's not
to.
even like we think that. It just does.
That's how it
you know,
is,
That's
like,
just
yeah.
how, yeah.
We show up, shoot the shit, and try to tune our stuff, and then we normally have to
We start out with Spar Hawk.
warm
We
up.
always
Stop.
start-
Always
start
start
out
out
with
with
Spar
Spar
Hawk.
Minute and a
Hawk.
half of hardcore. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a minute and a half of just crazy.
And I have to
spastic,
spin
like-
around and hit Dave with my bass.
Oh my god, I got
And-
bruised today.
And then we'll normally like run through our set, or if we're working on another song, we'll write it out, arrange it, figure out what we need to do, make it a more coherent work, and then we'll normally try to run through our set at the end too, before we get yelled at to.
Yeah, the
Turn
neighbors
it
get
off.
mad sometimes.
So, before we get into the fun stuff, would you like to tell us a little bit about your plans for the next few months?
We record March 5th.
March 5th, we're going to be
March
entering
5th.
Blacksmith Studio in St. Clairsville with
Scott Stevens.
Scott Stevens,
Dave's uncle.
who, if I'm correct, worked with multiple big name artists like Brooks and Dunn and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is sort of weird for a hardcore band, but
He's, you know,
it's good stuff.
He's good at what he does, yeah.
yeah.
But after we record, we're gonna be playing a show actually at the end of our spring break on March 7th in Jackson, Ohio. It's like 15, 16 bands, something like that. It's a festival
Big
thing
show.
called Somberfest. If you can come out to it,
Where's it at exactly?
Jackson, Ohio, at the Memorial Building. So it's like a
Memorial
rec
building.
center.
Yeah.
And
Which means lots of space.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
and
Which is good. We need it.
then
You don't.
we're trying to hook up on maybe another show in March, and maybe enter the studio in Athens actually sometime in between that, and also at the like mid to tail end of April we're going to be trekking on one solid like weekend warrior tour. We're going to be April 17th through 20th hitting the road, and then also April 25th and 26th we'll be in the on the road, not in the road, with our good friend Deke, who's a rapper from Parkersburg. Cool as shit.
All right. So, get to the fun stuff. What is the band member with the weirdest middle name?
My middle name's Andrew, but my first name's kind of weird, I guess.
Judd.
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 Yeah, 2 D's.
Double D.
Bad, yeah.
You just,
It's okay,
Your whole
my-
name's Christopher Robin.
Yeah, my whole name's Christopher Robbins, so I can't say shit about anyone.
You were named after Winnie the Pooh. I mean, that's
Yeah.
cool as fuck.
Yeah.
True.
My middle name's Gabriel. I mean,
It's not too weird. It's not too weird.
My middle
that
name's
sounds
not
religious.
My middle name's Adam, but it's spelled with 2 D's and has an S on the end of it that I don't use. So technically, I guess I have 2 last names.
Da-da-da-da.
Okay.
Yeah. Adam, Jericho, Adams.
Yeah,
Ewing.
family.
Yeah. I got you. I got you guys.
Okay. What is the welcoming party's spirit animal?
Our spirit animal.
I say sea turtle, but I mean that's up for debate.
That's up for
I like
definitely
the
up for
African
debate.
swallow.
I
African
think
swallow,
African
that was
swallow.
good,
I'm still voting for the
I
coconut.
mean, does it have to be a
The
real?
coconut?
Can it be an Ewok?
Can it be like a fictional?
It can
Yeah.
be whatever you would like it to be.
Like in a past life,
about-
we were all coconuts and we'd fall from trees and land on people.
Coconuts.
Like
That's
Taurus.
perfect.
Like Taurus.
Yeah.
Yeah, a coconut. I like that.
I like it too.
I
But
thi-
I don't know. It's still up for debate.
I like to think that in our past lives that we were actually like Albert Einstein or Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
I
all
don't know, but
probably
he was a pterodactyl,
someone
dog.
famous.
Pterodactyl.
I'm a pterodactyl.
That's our spirit
That's
animal. A
right.
pterodactyl or a
Is that what we're gonna go
brontosaurus.
Pterodactyl?
Whatever. It's
Pterodactyl.
It's whatever
Something
the
loud and
audience wants
noisy.
it to be.
Pterodactyl. I like a pterodactyl.
Okay, pterodactyl it is.
There we go.
But like a pterodactyl carrying coconuts and dropping the forest.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay.
Sounds good.
You know, I've heard a lot of controversy on hardcore dancing. For those viewers who don't know what hardcore dancing is, it's a mixture of flailing, hitting people,
Swinging your arms like
swinging,
that.
swinging.
Yeah.
So,
I
do you guys promote hardcore dancing?
I don't care.
I
Whatever
prefer
you-
slam moshing.
It's like whatever the
I
audience
like.
wants to do,
I'm more
you
of a fan of moshing, but I mean, if you're like that one dude that opens up in the middle of the pit and everyone stops moshing and you're just swinging around kicking shit,
Then you're a dick.
then you're a dick. But if everyone's doing it and you're hitting each other,
If you can't beat them, join them.
then you can't. Pretty
Yeah.
much. So
I mean, I was in show choir in high school. I personally prefer a choreographed dance with like jazz hands. And stuff.
we're not the kind
Just
of
Yeah.
heavy band that you two-step to. It's more of
But like you could.
lots of flailing and
It's flailing.
Slam moshing.
Yeah.
It's slam
Yeah.
moshing. I prefer stage dives.
Oh yeah.
I'm too husky to
Stage
actually
dive.
do stage
Yeah.
dives.
I'm the
Get
only
some
one
more
that
I'll
can
stage
stage
dives
dude,
in
I'm
the
gonna
mix.
stage dive.
get some more stage dives in the mix.
Yeah.
Assuming we have a stage.
True.
We will on the tour. We'll stage on the tour.
Dave won't be on
Stages.
stage.
I won't, because I'm getting away from you. Whew.
Alright,
Yeah,
next
Chris-
question.
Chris-
Next question.
Next question. We've gone off topic.
If you could give a demo to one person, who would it be?
Jacob Bannon from Converge.
Jacob Bannon from Converge.
That's my
Definitely.
top for sure.
I'll just
With our style, if I were to
Yeah.
give our demo to someone who could really appreciate it and help, spread it around and stuff, definitely Jacob Bannon.
With his with
Plus, I want to play with Converge really bad.
yeah
Yeah.
with him owning Death Wish.
Death
and
Wish. I'd like to be
having
on
such
Death Wish.
Yeah.
killer roster.
Touche's
bands
on
like
Death
Touche,
Wish.
Code
Yeah.
Orange Kids.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of great bands.
A
That
lot of really good bands. A
I
lot of good bands
I
we'd fit in
pretty
with
fond of
pretty
it,
well.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So,
So that guy, yeah, whatever they said.
Look it up, Converge.
Yeah. Judd's an indie kid.
I'm an indie kid.
Judd likes
I
Portugal
feel
the
I'm
Man and
in
Trampled by
indie all the
Turtles.
way.
I love Trampled by Turtles. Trampled by Turtles is so good though.
They
are good.
Punch
Yeah.
Brothers. Punch Brothers. I love them.
You
Alright.
were so loud.
So, favorite flavor of ice cream?
I like all the ice cream.
Mint chocolate chip.
I hate mint.
I hate you.
Fuck you.
Anything
Dude,
with-
what the
any-
hell,
yeah,
man?
Basically anything with cookie dough is like.
Cookie
Yeah,
dough?
like a chocolate cookie dough is pretty
Or like-
solid.
You
Favorite
guys
ice
had,
cream
like-
I've ever had was at Cold Stone Creamery, and it was marshmallow.
Oh,
My
that's good
favorite
shit.
ice cream
That's
from
good
Cold
shit.
Stone Creamery
Yeah.
was like a green sour apple
Oh,
with
they-
like
they do that
gummy
cake
bears
batter?
and like sprinkles in
Oh
it.
my
That sounds
It's
delicious.
flawless.
That's
It is so good, girlfriend.
Yeah, we like ice cream.
Ice cream's good.
Ice cream plus.
But Superman, if I have to buy like a super ghetto tub of it, definitely Superman.
I haven't had Superman ice cream since I was
Superman's
like 5
good.
years old.
I know.
Yeah,
I
but
had
it's
it like
good because it's colorful and
a
shit.
couple
like-
weeks ago.
I-
But
It's been 15 years since I've had Superman. Alright.
Favorite superhero?
That's such a tough
For me,
choice.
it's a really close tie between the Powerpuff Girls and XJ9, aka Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Such a good show.
Oh, that is a good show.
Yeah, you know the villains in that were just like badass. You know, like Mojo Jojo Jojo Jojo. You know, you don't fuck with that dude.
You don't fuck with him.
You don't fuck Mojo.
Uh-uh.
Him, dude. You don't fuck with
And
him.
like
Him,
that, and like
yeah.
that,
Him.
and like
Yeah.
that devil person.
That
has, like-
transsexual
Him,
devil
that's
crab.
him.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Him. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But it's him.
What about
yeah.
you, Chris?
My favorite superhero. I almost said biggest superhero
Ask you.
influence. Shit.
Ask you.
Thank you. My favorite superhero is probably Night Owl from Watchmen. I'm a huge Watchmen nerd. I have Night Owl's complete like separate series from the Watchmen. I have a Night Owl shirt back home. The Watchmen graphic novel. I'm obsessed with the Watchmen.
And I believe the most pertinent question is who let the dog out? Not the dogs, the dog.
The
The
dog.
dog.
The
I think
singular.
I think Chris.
No.
Chris generally does that.
No, I don't. I'm too busy cuddling. It wasn't me.
Oh, well, if
It
you're
wasn't
cuddling
me.
it.
Yeah,
I mean, I still vote
Yeah.
Chris,
I
like,
still-
regardless, but
Well, if Chris, Chris would just cuddle it. We're running away from it, so therefore we let it out.
I don't know, man.
Because what would Chris try to do to that dog?
I don't know.
I wasn't doing shit to that
Yeah.
dog.
You know what?
Are you
Sure.
sure?
Alright, guys, I let the dog out.
Okay.
Alright,
there we
got it.
go.
Aw, shit.
Okay, guys.
Okay, so the welcoming party, they've got big stuff in the works, and we will see them around Athens. Thank you
Yay.
guys.
Smiling
Place to
skull.
skull,
Smiling
April
skull.
17th.
April 17th.
Woo!